Happy Wednesday, business owners. Today we are talking about how to get Facebook ads to work better for you. So tune in and get ready to learn. Hey everyone, welcome to the Small Business Marketing Q&A show. I am your host, Rebecca Bertoldi, and we are talking about Facebook ads this week. So last week we kind of went over what we can do for our content strategy and how we can be putting our posts together. This week we really want to talk about ads themselves and go into some strategies that are working right now. And this is all thanks to the Social Media Examiner's Facebook Marketing Summit. It was a wonderful learning experience. I have so many great tips for you. So let's start diving in. First, I want to say that I consider us to be friends, right? You're my friend. I'm happy to help you out. And friends don't let friends boost their Facebook posts. That's right, I said it. There's actually a few rare occasions that will work for you. However, if you are trying to get business and sales coming in from Facebook and get them to go to your website and make purchases, it's not going to work for you. The Facebook Post Boost is designed to keep people on Facebook. So if that's your intention, if you just want to get a lot of engagement with your posts or an event and generate some buzz on Facebook about it, that's great. But if you are looking for people to make purchases from you, that will likely not be your best option. And I say likely only because in some cases with nonprofits, the boosting does everything they need it to. So we're going to start there and just say, back off the boosting for a bit, and let's try using the very powerful ad system that Facebook has to offer. Now, admittedly, Facebook does not make it easy to find the ad system in the back end. But if you type in business.facebook.com, I'll put the link in the show notes too, then you will get a glimpse of all the things that you can do in Facebook to start really generating some sales now. So let's take a look at a couple of these. One of the fun things that you can try are quizzes. So put some questions out there, start getting people to answer in. Everyone wants to know that they're right. They want to show people that they're smart and that they know what they're talking about. So you can put these questions and answers out there and help educate your audience piece by piece. So the fact that you're asking them for their input and for their answers will get them engaged, and it makes them feel like you want to hear what they have to say, which you do, but it gives them that feeling. So we're going to start building that trust in that way. You can also use ebooks. Ebooks are incredible for this because you're able to give somebody something of value that they can get a win from, and it really starts to let them get to know you. So that's something you can absolutely use to your advantage. Other things that you can try are like a video training series, something like that. The key really is to get people to engage with your brand in a different way and to have a small win from you or something that they can use in their everyday life. Those kinds of things really resonate with people and leave a lasting impression. When you start running ads, you want to use a few different audiences. So let's start with custom audiences. These are where you can upload a customer list, you can build people by engagement with your page, with your Instagram page, or perhaps an ad. There's many types of custom audiences that you can create. And from those custom audiences, we want to also make lookalike audiences. And what that does is it takes the profile characteristics from your custom audiences and finds people that are like them. So let's say you use your list of shoppers, your customer list. You can upload that into Facebook, and these are all people that have spent money with you. So it's a great, what they call seed audience. You create the custom audience out of that, then create the lookalike audience based on your seed audience. From there, you want to start running those ads to those lookalikes with very minimal targeting beyond that. So you just want to do some demographics, location, age, gender, all that. But let the lookalikes kind of do their thing. Next, you want to set up another ad set that looks at other types of audiences that you want to reach out to. So these are going to be really cold audiences. So make sure that when you're building them, you are breaking it down. In each ad set, you want like a group of interest targeting. They all have to be very similar. For example, let's take a chiropractor, for example, here. So the chiropractor can help people that injure themselves or just want regular adjustments. But they can help people that have injured themselves in many different ways. So if you are an athlete, you would want to talk to people that you're targeting, athletes that you're targeting in their terms, talking about sports, talking about how, that you understand sports injuries, things like that. If you are talking to people that have perhaps been in a car accident, you would talk to them completely differently from the athletes. So make sure that when you're setting up those ad sets that you're really grouping them by those kinds of interests. So you also want to make sure that in addition to the interest, if you have any behaviors or like job titles, things like that, that they go into their own ad sets. So we no longer want to really group those all together. So that's definitely something to consider when you're building your next audience. And you want to make sure that when you are creating that test audience, that it's somewhere between 500,000 and 2 million people. So for the US, that's really kind of easy to do. In other countries, that may not be, but try to get to that point. Okay, so after you get people to come to your ad and you get them to click, you want to make sure that you're sending them to a landing page that's going to work for you. So here's a couple examples that we can see of landing pages that have converted very well. And when we say converted, that means people took the action that we wanted them to take. So think about simplicity. You want the form and the button to be above the fold. And that's kind of an old newspaper term, meaning that before you would, unfold the paper to be full size, anything that was above the fold there was visible, and that's like your prime spot. So in the web world, that is before you start scrolling, that is above the fold. So make sure that it's very easy to use the page. Make sure that there's only one action they can take, and that's the action you want them to take. Don't have links going off to other sites or anything like that. You want them right there specifically to take action. Make sure that it is mobile friendly. That is a huge, I can't stress that enough. Any pages that you have people going to, especially from Facebook, need to be mobile friendly. Mobile is quickly becoming the way to go. So make sure that it's fast loading and that it's very clear on what to do. And as always, I want to stress that you test everything for your brand. See what works best for you, because not everything works the same way for every company. Thank you so much for joining me this week. I am always grateful that you are here. If you know of any other small business owners that can benefit from this information, please share the show with them. In the meantime, make sure you're subscribed so you get updates every time I post a new episode. And I hope you will join me next week. We are talking about subject lines that will get opened. Yes, I have done quite a bit of research and I have some fun examples for you, so make sure you tune in. Until then, have a fabulous week, everyone.